Okay, we're going to edit a video real time, right? Let's get to it. So I'm open Adobe Premiere Pro. I'm using CS6. I prefer it over the later versions for different reasons I'm not going to get into. Not always, but in this case, yes. All right, so I'm going to change sequence settings when I just dragged and dropped my video file that came from the client. I'm going to click here, hit delete, bring it to the front, make things big. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is, this footage of Miami here needs to change to right this frame right here. So I'm going to hit my blade, cut. I'm only cutting the video file. And so what I got here is I have the logo. They sent it in Photoshop, so I'm going to file, save as, transparent. I'm just going to save it to the desktop for now. I'm going to make it a PNG. And I'm going to save that as a transparent PNG file. Minimize this for the moment, and then my file is right here. I'm going to drag it right on the timeline, and it's kind of large, so hit my A to get my little pointer arrow, and then I'm going to resize it, rescale it down to match what's there, which is right about similar to that. Kind of, it's in a different spot slightly. I'm going to lower it a little bit, fine, and it's close enough. Now the other one seems to be a brighter yellow. It's a little different, but whatever, we're good for the moment. So I'm going to take this one. It says Miami, the logo pops on right. I'm just going to copy the format. The logo pops on. I'm skipping through frame by frame. Logo pops on there. I'm going to bring it there. And let's see where the logo ends. The logo ends. I'm going to zoom in and go right. So where the logo ends, it changes to Miami. We're going to put that there. So Miami, we're going to have to change that. Which now this is going to be a little tricky because I don't even remember exactly how to do this. But for the moment, we're going to go to title, new title, default, and we're going to write Orlando. Copy that. Actually, put it all caps. Control A, Control C, copy. All right, that is our font, and we're going to paste it here. Orlando. I don't know what text that is, but we'll just use what we have for the moment and extend this out big. And highlight it and make it bold, and then you should be able to click some things here that put it in the center, and we're good for the moment. Scroll over here, find that, slap it on here up until there. Now I'm going to hide this background layer, so I have the Orlando and I have the logo. Another thing that she wanted added here is I'm going to hold Alt, copy that Orlando, drag it over, even though it's not what it's supposed to say. And what she wanted it to say was, I'm going to look it up here, World salsasummit.com. I feel like I have to sneeze. I might do this. All right, the 10-year anniversary. So I'm going to put 10-year anniversary, copy that. I'm going to put it in here, paste it, and it becomes really too big. So I'm going to have to hold shift, shrink it down, shrink it down, shrink it down, and probably put it in my safe zone. Click this little button that puts it, lines it up. And then I'm going to take my logo and bring it down some. And actually, I kind of feel like this logo should be bigger, and maybe the 10-year anniversary should be a little smaller. And for now, we'll leave it like that. And so what we have to do here is I went and found some footage of Orlando, downloaded it with 4K video downloader. I'm going to right click it, go show in folder. It's going to take me to where some videos are. I'm going to drag that. Oh, great. Tell me we can't drag it. We can't drag it in for some reason because... Why can't we drag it in? What kind of file is this? It's an MP4. Why can't we drag it in? Something's not right. Can't drag it in because I think we were clicked on the thing here. I should be able to drag it in, okay? Sorry, I'm slowing things down here a little bit. That video's here. Why can't we drag this in? The audio will come in, but the video won't. That's wonderful. Oh boy. That's not good. For some reason, I can't drag the footage in. I'm going to try to import it. It's probably not going to let me import. Where is this footage? The footage will be under expansion. Yeah, I just put it here. Let's see. Did it work? No, it only brought the audio. Okay. That's not good. So we're going to have to go back to YouTube. And we're going to have to find some footage of Orlando drone. And here's some footage of Orlando drone. This is the one I tried using. It did not work for some reason. I don't know why. It's not pulling in the footage. This is Orlando. All right, I'm going to grab this just to have it. Copy. Paste it in here. Hopefully that'll work. I'm going to do Orlando Magic Kingdom drone. Let's see if we can't get some of that. Drone. That's the one we used. I don't know why it didn't work. Let me check my settings in here. Smart mode. Best quality. That's probably why. No. Sorry, that works. Let me check any drone footage. 4K drone Orlando. I'm just gonna grab this, even though the ads are playing. Does not look fantastic, but it looks kind of boring. But that's okay right there. So let's just grab this just to have it. It almost looks like the same footage of the other. Let's do Orlando Disney World drone. Just click on a few of these real quick just to kind of... There's one at night. Of course, we're going to get... Turn the volume down. See if we get any good shots. No, I don't see any aerial shots. Forget that video. Hollywood Studios. The footage looks kind of bland, but you know what? That's probably usable. I'm going to copy it, paste it, close it. How about this one? That one was at Epcot or Magic Kingdom or whatever that was. We could probably use that. Let's copy that, paste it. This is probably the longest part besides text. And let's check some of this. This is night footage. We can have some night footage, except for it's got text all over it. So we could still use it and crop out the text if we need to. I'm going to copy it, paste it. Hopefully some of these things will work. Next thing we need to do here is she wanted, okay, so here once again, she wants this taken out completely. All right, so she wants that taken out completely, the face and the words right here. All right, so right here, I'm going to cut that. We're going to take him out completely. We're going to take out those words. Let me make these a little bigger so we can see what we're looking at. We're going to close that gap, audio fade that together. See what happens. That works. Okay, so she wants these faces taken out. because they're no longer involved with the company. Right? So right when it shows this face, we're going to delete all these. We're going to take hers, we'll put it on a new track, and we're just going to do speed. Let's do like 20%. That's too long. Speed 30%. Wait, that didn't work. I put 3%. 30%. That's a little too short. So let's do speed 25%. Speed 27%. And that just pretty much works. So we're going to have to cut off this face. Boom. There you have it. So faces are gone. Well, that's weird. That didn't really work out right. Let me try this again. We have this one. Huh. Why do we have black? Oh, problem is that's why. Never mind. So we're going to cut off right here where the black comes in, and now we'll extend this. So we probably do have to do more like 15%. Or maybe even 12%. Right? We'll bring that down. Maybe even shorter. Let's do a little shorter because it's hers. So we'll do like 18%. No, that didn't work. 15%. Right there. Okay, so it works in time. So now this also has to be, this logo fades. Hold on a second. All right, we're going to leave this crowd. Going to leave this crowd right here. So we're going to cut. I'm holding Alt. This is going to have to get cut too. All right, that's another scene that's going to have to get cut right here. And then, oh, that's the last scene that has to get cut. So over here, we're going to add more text like this. Alt, drag that over. Actually, this is not going to work with CS6. I forgot I was running CS6. So here we messed up. So instead of, we can't just drag and copy, we have to actually double click these and do a new title, which is one of these buttons here, which I can't remember. Oh, this one. New title based on current text. Okay. So we kind of lost our original Orlando one. So we'll make that again. Draw it nice and huge. Slap it in the middle. And the Orlando one is going to go here over that one. So then we're going to have to do another text. This one's going to be the website. So we're going to take it and drag it over here. And the website, we could just leave the website the whole time there. So it is Control A. We'll do it in all caps like they have it. www.worldsalsasummit.com. We're gonna highlight that text and shrink it way down to there. Line it up with the middle. Possibly make it bold. I think it already is bold. It is bold already. Okay. And so here we're going to hide that video. Let's make sure I spelled that right. World Salsa, SUMMIT.com. I'm not crazy about this font, so what I'm going to do is make this lowercase. Whoops. I'm going to make world salsa, and then summit, and then .com. So I feel like this might be a little easier to read. I'm going to hide this layer in the background that needs to be replaced. Okay. Next, where are we at? She needed, okay, so we have this logo again. So we're going to have to grab, I'm going to move these down. I'm going to grab this logo, copy it. That's the logo. I'm going to move it over here where the logo was at the end, which was right here. Was it not? That's not right where it was. It was this one right here. In this case, in this time they had it fade in. So I guess I'll have it fade in again from like right here-ish. So we'll put that there. Go to our effects, cross dissolve, fade it in like they did. This footage is going to have to be hidden because it needs to be Orlando. This one, World Salsa Summit, I feel like can go, where is it? I think it can go effects a little smaller and a little more raised up. And it probably just, I'm assuming it just changed this one over here. Did it? No, it didn't. Okay, so it didn't. That works. All right, so that is there. There's a crowd can remain the same. This also, we have to add more text. So we'll go to this, open it up, copy it. Now we have new text over here. We'll drag that in. Actually, it's going to go over here. And the dates we need are found on the website back here. This, all this right here. Let's copy it. And we're gonna paste it all in here. And it looks like it's already left a line, so we'll center it up. We're gonna hide this background layer. Right? I'm not gonna get too crazy fancy with the text right now. What we can do is probably take off World Salsa. Should we have that? I don't know if we should have that. So if we have this, just the dates, because we don't need that because the logo's been saying it the whole time. So we could have that. All right, so we have all of our text and everything. Now it's mostly just a matter of getting the, what was in the intro here? The beach, the opening up, okay. So basically we're trying to change Miami. That's another problem we got to do. We'll figure that out in a minute. The overlaid text. So how good are we on time? We've been 18 minutes, a little more. All right, so I'm gonna come back and find my 4K video downloads, right click, show in folder, and we've got some of these here. So we got virtual tour, Orlando, and we're gonna try to bring these in if we can, and we got some footage here, and that should be all we need, I would say, right? So this one only came with audio, forget that one. All right, so in the beginning they used like a sunset or sun, that looks, I don't know if this is a sunrise because that's the Miami Beach, but whatever that is. All right, let's see if we have anything similar of some kind of sunset of Orlando. That looks kind of cool, but I don't like all that subscribe junk over it. So let's just skip through some of this. See if we have a nice opener anywhere. Da 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 da. The darker stuff can probably go at night if we use it. This, no, none of this is really gonna work. We need a nice aerial. The worst part is like going through footage. This one seems to be. I don't know. That one has that motion to it, that turning motion. Let's see what they had in the beginning of theirs again. Opens up, it's not really turning, it's just pulling back. One shot, right? So let's see if we got anything here. I don't know, that one's kind of cool. Alright, so in this case, we're not using any of their audio. So what I'm going to do from the start is highlight all their audio and hold Alt, trash all their audio, because we're not using that. This is kind of interesting, the amusement parks. I kind of like that. So it's just a matter of picking, right? And in this case, let's see what we need to do. We need to pick one clip for the beginning. All right, we got to pick. Let me see what this clip was. Similar, so one clip, a second clip. And we've got this clip. Let me see what that is. A third clip, so there's 3 clips. And then a fourth clip. So we need 4 clips, 4 decent clips, and we're gonna like kind of wrap this up pretty quickly, hopefully. None of these clips look like that beautiful. This one's kind of cool. Is it? All right, we're gonna go for this one as 1. Right, we're gonna use that as 1. I'm gonna cut that, and we'll have that for 1. Nothing looks amazingly interesting in Orlando, honestly. I mean, I don't like that. That kind of works, I'd say. I don't like those big white buildings, but let's go ahead and take this one as an option. All right, so we'll take that one as an option, move it along. This one's kind of cool right here. I kind of like this. It's just not very long, so we could extend it, but whatever. We'll grab it in case. Let's see, anything else here? All right, some of the night clips. Here we go. Because like amusement parks are interesting. Because Orlando is like, oh, that's it. That one little thing. That's not gonna work. Maybe that aerial looks okay. What do we need? 4. So we'll grab a few just to try them out. That one's a long one. All right, keep it moving. What about the night ones? Oh, nah. We need something better. Something better. Something better than this. Move these in more. We still got 2 more. This one, oh, Magic Kingdom. There we go. This could work. All right, and move this over and show the night shot of the Magic Kingdom. But why do they have to cut it? Man, that would have been a good one. Never mind. They made too many cuts in this video. I don't see anything that looks like a nice... What's that one? We might have had one there. What's that right there? I don't know what that is. Is that Disney? Maybe. Doesn't look that great, but it's too short. Why couldn't they just get one nice long drone shot? All right, forget that. Let me just check the Magic Kingdom one again real quick. Oh, that one. That Epcot. That could work. This night one. Possibly. Alright, we got too many options now. We're not going to use all this stuff. So let's grab this. Cut it down. Cut all this down. That one would probably be cool. This might be cool. Just wish it was longer. Wish it came in closer like that. Alright, any of this? This one. Some of those, once again, they're so short, but that one looks like a decent one. Now notice the sides of that video are cut off, so we're going to have to change. We're going to have to change things. That's kind of a cool shot, that overhead. Although there's nothing really special that it's showing. Alright, whatever. We're going to chop all this out. Sometimes you just got to chop things out. Most of the time you got to chop things out. There's a nice Ferris wheel. That one's a nice shot. Kinda. So we'll chop that out. All right, cut that. Anything else? That one might be cool. Once again, it's very short. These clips are too short. Could always slow them down. But we'll see. And that's it. So we have our options, right? We got our options all right here. Plenty. Actually, they're not too short in comparison with the video now that I look at it. So let's take a look. Orlando. Orlando. So we want to start off. This is a kind of a nice opener. That one. That was a nice opener. I'm scanning through them again. This one looks dull in comparison now that I look at it. Alright, we can scratch this one. We don't need that. We just need 4. This one could be the opener, I'd say. One of these. Alright, let's try this one. Alright, so in the beginning, right, the other one opens up, the screen open up, ba-boom, ba-boom, and then, whoops, I'm over the top. And it stays on the same image. So, should we do that? We're going to stay on the same image. If we're going to stay on the same image, we might want one of these carnival ones like this. Yeah, maybe one of the carnival ones. I don't think the... Alright, so I'm changing my mind here. We got 4. So this will be 1. This will be 1. Let's try to start off with this carnival one. So first thing I'm going to do is go to the clip and extend it out bigger so it fits the screen. And that's fine. So I'm going to bring it up to the front. And it's one long clip. So what I'm going to actually do is speed it up. let's speed it up to like 300 and see what happens. Right, so it's still too slow. So let's totally speed this up to like, yeah, 700, like 500. All right, so we'll take this and move it. Actually, you know what? Let me do this at speed 600. That might be too fast. But all right, so extend that just a little bit. Let's see how far it goes, right about there. That's good. Chop off the beginning, bring this over to the edge, drag it out. Now we have this, we're going to drop it down and replace it. So now we have all right, so problem is the logo is kind of going smack over the Ferris wheel looking thing. So maybe that's not the clip to use there. Let's try this other one and let's speed this up to like, I don't know, let's try 1,000. That's a little too long. Okay, let's speed this up to 500 and see what happens now. Drop it behind. Yeah, that's okay, right? All right, that looks nice. So the other one opened up. So it opened up with a crop. So we're gonna have to go to our effects and go to crop, slap a crop on it. And the crop, we're gonna have to auto. Let's take a look at where the original one, it ended up at the top right there. Okay, so our crop here, we're gonna have to come to this spot where it opened up the crop. I just want to match things as much as they did. We're going to keyframe all these crops. Boom. Drop this down and replace it. So now that we've keyframed all the crops, we take it back to the beginning. And we're going to crop the top down to 50%. And then we're going to crop the bottom to 50%. And all of a sudden, what do we have? Exactly what they had. All right. So we got the logo. Now let me check one more thing, how the logo popped against the background. Hide this layer. The logo, sorry. So let me change that. Let me just drag. I don't want to over or erase anything, but let me just drag this up and take a look. The logo, whatever. It's not really popping as much. It's just that we gotta do things like outline the back, or we'll do like right here, we're gonna put a cut and we'll do Control T, which will put a fade. And on this one, on this clip, we'll drop the opacity down so it'll fade to a darker, right? And we'll slap a cross dissolve on this one and on this one and drag them out to match. So what'll happen is the logo and text will fade in as the image actually gets darker. We'll bring it down to like 40% or something. Actually, I'm not liking how that looks. I don't like the opacity on the sky. So what we'll do is we'll just throw on a fast color corrector on this clip, and we'll just like crunch black some and maybe bring down mids and even bring down brights. And then on this logo, we'll throw a color corrector on it and bring out saturation, right? So what do we have, like 200 saturation? It's nice and bright. Right, and then on the 10-year anniversary, I still feel like this Problem is all those houses are too much to look at. I think what we need to do is probably desaturate this clip a little bit. So let's put it at like 50. So it's like desaturated. It looks fine coming in, but there's so much color that we want the logo to stand out. So the 10-year anniversary as well. Let's bring the logo up. Bring this up. I'm going to duplicate this clip here and duplicate it with its, I think with its fade. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but all right. Problem here is we need to, I totally don't know exactly how to do this the way I used to do it. So this part's going to confuse me. So we're gonna have to go to the opacity, normal, multiply. No, that didn't work. Overlay. It's kind of working, but it's not really working. So this, okay, so this one, we're gonna change this to make it like super bright. That's not really working either. That's not what's happening. We're not doing this right. Something's not right. It's not the overlay we want. We want, this one can be, we need to change, man. We need to change, we're gonna have to look this up, I think. Blend mode. We're gonna have to look this up because I don't remember how to do this. What do you call this? Text. Adobe, how to make video inside text. There we go. This is what we need. All right, you guys get to watch a free ad. Wonderful.
Hey everyone, my name's Justin Odisho.
Thank you, Justin. Thank you so much. Let's see how you do this.
Next, we want to create a new text title.
Okay, got it. Got it.
See it appear in your project's
Got it. Got it.
Open up the keying folder.
Key.
Here you should see one called Track Matte Key. So if you click and you drag this effect onto the video clip, and then you open up the effect controls, you should be able to see a Track Matte Key settings box.
Okay, so we're going to put this key. Thank you. I would have never figured that out. I would have sat here all day. Track matte key, and then settings box on the track matte key, and we're going to do video 3. This needs to go back to normal. Sorry, we put the wrong video layer. Did we put the wrong video layer? Track matte key, where is it? Video 4? No, that didn't work. Video 3. Alright, so it kind of worked, right? It's kind of working. We just need to change things on it. Alright, let's see what else he says just to make sure we're not missing anything.
So here you can
Justin.
see a drop-down box.
Thank you, Justin.
Matte, and
Almost got 1 million
select
subscribers.
different video tracks to matte out. This video 2, you should be able to see that Premiere will. You can see we have our video clip playing with.
Wait a second.
See, title text is on is video track 2. Underneath, right, organize your.
Whoops, I clicked a new video. I wasn't trying to do that. Alright, so let's pause this. I think we're good with that. In order to change this, what we need to do is make it bigger. No, that didn't work. Never mind that. What we need to do is go to this and maybe like change the color or something. And bring up the color. There you go. And bring up more brightness. That didn't do anything, did it? Take down the darks, pop some color in, pop some mids up, and bring that back up. And let's see that. Okay, so next we're going to bring this title down, and there it already pops in. Problem is we're just overly saturated with this. So sorry, we're overly messed up. So I'm going to take this fast color corrector off, and I'm going to put on, let's say, maybe let's just try another. Let's do a 3-way color corrector. And so we will boost mids up, crunch brights, boost some lows, change the lows. Actually, you know what? Undo that, undo that, undo that. Possibly take out the saturation? Is this going to help us at all? Kind of. And there's just so much in that video. I think that we need to do something. We need to use a different video to make it contrast. That's the problem. Either that or we reverse the video and then it'll contrast against itself. But I still... Whoa. That didn't work. That's not what I was trying to do. Let's undo that. You know, one little button swap and things happen. So let's find something. It'd be nice to have clouds. All right, let's just take this picture, right? Drag it up. This had a big picture of Epcot. No, never mind. Forget that. Clouds? Do we have any clouds? All right. It's like what the guy had over there in his video. So let me say, come back to here and go to... Take too long. Images finished, stock footage, clouds. Oh, look right here, clouds. All right, so we got clouds that we've had from some other time before. We'll delete the audio, bring these clouds in, right? And we're going to use these clouds. We're going to use these clouds right here. And then we're going to do the track matte key on it. Change that to video 4. I really didn't do... Sorry, that shouldn't have been video 4. That should be video 3. So I'm going to say I really didn't do anything. All right, so now we got some clouds, but what I'm going to do is speed up this to like 2000. And hopefully we can get clouds passing. We might have to speed it up even more. Yeah. Let's speed this up to like... Let's get this super fast, like 3,000. Even faster. Let's do it like 6,000. Right? Okay. Pull that over here. We got clouds. All right, so we got clouds going. Let's even make it faster. Like 7,000 is a good number. It's a good biblical number, right? Like cut off the beginning, cut off the ending, and let's see what happens. We're getting some lag. We might have to lower this resolution for preview. Go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I better save this before I lose everything. There we go. Save. All right, so we got that. So let's throw on a fast color corrector for this. And we'll really try to pop out some brights and pop up some mids so we get nice contrast. See how that looks. All right, we got a good intro. Super. I just smacked my mic too, so you've probably heard that. All right, moving along. So now we're going to take our clouds and we'll move them over here so we can continue with the same type of thing happening in our text. So the logo can go on 4. These texts can go on 3. We'll pull our clouds back in. We might have to slow them down just so we can get them. How about 6,000? Does that work? That's still too short. But I like the effect. Thank you, Justin. You deserve those million subscribers you have. I have like 84 here. Okay, so let me speed this down to like 4,000. We'll slow things down. Cut off the beginning just in case there's anything. Cut off the ending. All right. We're good with our text. All right, so last thing we need are to replace a few, like 3 more clips. So we'll take our Ferris wheel clip. Actually, what's a good nighttime clip? Do we have a good nighttime clip? That one? Or this one? This is a good nighttime clip. All right, so we're going to have to extend the size of this aspect ratio out to about there, eyeballing it. All right, and here we're going to speed this video up. Let's go for like 2,000 as a guess. That's way too small. I was wrong about that. Speed, let's do like 300. That looks about right. And we'll replace that clip right there. Problem is the Ferris wheel kind of messes up. So maybe this one will work. We'll do the speed like 500, 600, and we'll move this one over here and see if it doesn't mess with the that works. All right, so we'll drop these down and we will go ahead with the same color correction logo that we did. We might want to brighten this up a little bit. It looks kind of dull. Let's see, this is off. This is on, off, on. All right, we might want to take out more saturation on this. And possibly darken it. So bring the mids down. Sorry, not home. Bring the brights down. Take those lows back. Maybe it's just that shot. I'm not really liking it with all the houses. I think what we probably need to do is like tint it a different color, maybe like a reddish. Something that contrasts the blue. And then maybe put back in the color. That's a little too much color. Let's try 75. And maybe bring it down even more. I'm not really liking how it's contrasting. There's just too much going on in that background. I might have to really crunch blacks. I don't know. I'm not really feeling it. I'm gonna try that and see what happens. I don't know. Maybe. Let me see what happens if I take out and put the original back. I mean, it looks kind of better, honestly, but what I think I need to do is slap on a color corrector and give it a orangey tint. No, orangey is not really working against the logo, but it's working against the text, but not so much the logo. Kind of works. Let me check my text real quick and see, is there a way maybe change the text? Like, let me change this to impact or something else as like big and in your face so it takes up more of the screen. Just not liking how it's going against the background. It's probably that clip. Should just change that clip. That looks better, way better actually. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, so the 10-year anniversary, we can do the same thing. Change this to impact. It's going to be way bigger. Well, all right, and then we'll center that. That actually works. I'm a fan of impact font. I'm just not liking how it's, you know what? I'm going to take this font and move it down some. I almost feel like it should be maybe down here. It looks like it contrasts even more. If that's the case, I'd have to bring the logo up and smaller. We'll see if it works that way. Oh, uh-oh. What happened there? Something weird happened there. We'll have to figure out what happened there in a minute. But let's just see if this looks better. Actually, I feel like I really want to know what I'm thinking is I feel like this should be here. I feel like this needs to be on its own. Like, maybe like this. All right, that needs to go. And then this can go center. See, it's all the text that takes forever. Why is that doing that? I'm so confused right now. Maybe because Maybe because I don't even know. Let's take off this track mat key. Delete it. And our text needs to come back up front and center. Why is it like that? Don't know. Oh, okay, so we'll center that. Boom. All right. Next, we'll put our track mat key back on. I thought that was the problem, but that wasn't the problem. We put that to video 3. We're back where we were. Let me save this because we've made progress. There we go. This works. Come on, play. It's not playing. Save it again in case we crash. Now, should I take this crop, copy it, and slap it on here so it opens the same way? Well, that didn't work. That surely didn't work. Scratch that idea. What I have to do is take this, copy the crop, turn off the crop, take these two, nest them together, then put the crop on, put it back on, okay, there we have that. That's looking good for now. Looking way better. All right, so then over here, oh, we totally forgot what we were doing. Let me go back to this clip, my Salsa Summit, copy my fast color corrector, and go back to my other logo here, slap that on there. Maybe this should be bigger, like that. I wonder if this should just start off. I'm not a fan of fades for sure. I mean, the fade from, get this off here, the fade from black might work. I really don't like fades, to tell you the truth. The fade in from black is fine, but I don't like when the right here maybe. Yeah, that works because it goes in time with the music. All right, almost done. Gotta add 2 more clips and I think we are gold. All right, so what's a nice one? This, that doesn't work with the website. So what's one that's going to work with the website? Possibly the Magic Kingdom. We could see if that works with the website. Look, it's a good length. That kind of does work, actually. So we could even speed up this just a little bit. Let's say like 125. No. All right. And let's see if we get any extra. Look at that. We're good to go. All right. World Salsa Summit can probably come down, maybe, the text. Whoops. right? And actually, I might want to change this all to impact now that I think about it. I'm really feeling the impact font. It's just one of my go-tos. It's nice and big and in your face. And then let's shrink it all down a little bit. Not too much. Slap it back in the center. Maybe bring it down a little lower so it's in the darker area. Done. And it just goes to black. Now we got to change this one. So we're going to click on here and we're going to change this to impact as well. Should have started with impact. I just thought it might be a little much. Ooh, I'm liking it already. Let's shrink this down a little bit. Slap it back in the center. Still needs to be a little smaller. Smaller. Back in the center. We can change our spacing a little bit if we could find where that is. Our leading, kerning, tracking. Is it tracking? It's not tracking. It's not kerning. It's leading. All right, so the leading, and put it back in the center. Beautiful, beautiful. I think she's gonna be happy. We'll get this done real fast. All right. What do we need? We need one more clip. I kind of like the Ferris wheel. Although we already did show that. Let me see. Does this Ferris wheel work? Let's see. I don't know if the Ferris wheel is going to work on this, but it probably will. And we'll zoom it in like that and see if we can pop it in. Let's speed this up to like 1000. That might be a little too fast. Probably a little too fast. Maybe it should be like speed 700. And we'll bring it in right here. Let's do like 900. Actually, 1000 might have been the perfect speed. Kind of seems that way, just about. Maybe even faster. Maybe even 1200. That's too fast. Scratch that. Let's go to 1100, and that's perfecto. And we'll put that and slap it in and see what we have. All right, it's not contrasting enough. It's not contrasting enough with the... All right, that's not contrasting enough with the colors, so we're gonna have to do something like something different. Maybe that or that. Let's see how this one looks real quick. That one we can speed up to like 600. No, I put 6,000. That's too much though. 600. Let me just see what it looks like against it. Kind of cool, actually. Let's do like 300. I feel like this needs to be longer. This needs to be longer. So I feel like this text needs to come over here. It's not long enough. And then maybe the logo can come over here. That's not gonna work, but maybe like that. Oh, that's kind of cool because it goes over the, I don't know what that is, MGM or whatever that is. That's pretty interesting how it goes on top of that. We can actually move it to be on top of that, like that. Maybe shrink it a little bit down. That's pretty cool. Let's smack it right in the middle. Let me see if this can be changed. Like there. Let me see if we can come down. Yes, we can. Beautiful, beautiful. And then we'll bring our logo down. And we'll make our logo a little bigger. Not that much bigger, but like that. That's so cool. Sweet. All right. Oh no, we lost our clouds. Let's bring our clouds back. Boom. Boom. We can even take the fade off because the fade's not gonna really... The fade's not working. We'll just take that fade off. Alright, that text is clashing with the Ferris wheel. So one quick option would be to, you guessed it, right align it. But that still didn't work. Never mind. Forget that. That didn't work. Let's go ahead and what if we center that? We could probably shrink this down by taking off the... I can put August. Let's see. Now if we right align it, we might actually have something here. Possibly. Alright, so I think the problem is that Ferris wheel is just clashing with the blue. Although I really like the shot. Where's this other Ferris wheel? Was there another Ferris wheel like that one? Or this one? That one might work better actually. Let's see. We're almost home free. Let's try that one. And we'll just see if we have any better luck with the Ferris wheel clip. Let's speed this up to about 300 and pop it in here. And let's just take a look real quick. Let's change the speed to 250. And change our text back to left align. Actually, let's make it nice and big. And we'll left align it. We'll smack everything center. And then let's try again to see if this in fact fits. Kind of fits. Maybe we need to darken this clip a little bit. It's just the bluish colors. Let's go to the fast color corrector and we'll pop in some like reddish so it contrasts. And then possibly darken things, darken mids, darken lights. Yeah. I think we're good. I mean, the other things we could do, we don't need that. I'm not really feeling that clip. And there's nothing great about the highway. Nothing great really about that either. There's that clip, but we already got the carnival at night, so we're done with all that. All right, so now let's see where we're at in time. It's an hour and 10 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. The last thing we could do is sharpen things, but honestly, I don't think we need to do that at this point. There's really nothing that we have to sharpen or change. This logo could be a little bigger, I would say. This logo could be a little bigger and come down to, well, shouldn't have done that. Come down to center. Let's put it in the center, and then we'll just shrink it down to 40%. Right? What if we shrink it to 50%? It's nice and big. All right, is that too big? What do you think? I like it. This text, I think we can probably even boost it up bigger. I'm gonna go too big, but we can give it a little more beef. We can actually probably drag it out like that. That's a little too much. And then, or we can go like this. Center it. Now I stretched it out so much. How does that work? All right, we're good. You don't have to mess with any of the beginning. Oh, she liked everything here. Just really had to change some things. Let's double check the ending. Boom, we are good to go. All right, we're good. Now, in order to export this out, we want to be really careful here. And we're going to go back to the original video, which I believe was this one right here, in minute and 59, or 3 minutes 59 seconds. Sorry, minute and 59 seconds. I don't know where I got 3 minutes from. We're going to right click on it, properties, and check the frame. All right, so our data rate is 4,000. That's it. It's kind of weak. It's 60 frames per second. Our frame width is 1920 by 816, which is a weird frame width, but that's what we're going to export it back out as. Actually, I wonder if we can be slick and export it in a 4K file, but let's not even get crazy about it. We don't need to do that. 1920 by 816. So we're going to do File, Export Media. I'm going to slap on H.264, and I'm going to just go to my presets. But I'm going to change things. So I'm going to put it up to 60 frames. And then what were the 1920 by 816. Let's see, we're going to unlock that. 816. 1920 by 816, is that what we saw there? Just double check that one more time. 1920 by 816. We're going to pop out like a high bit rate. It's only a minute long, so it's not even going to be a gig. And we're going to queue it up. And that's it. We're going to export it out. See where we're going to save this at. Save it on the expansion. And we're also Salsa Summit Tony Edit. We're just going to save it there. Pop that out. And we edited that job in an hour and 15 minutes. And there you go. There you go. That was that was easier than I thought it was going to be. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be hard, but I knew the text was going to be kind of a pain, and I knew finding the right clips for the background and making the text pop against the background and stuff was going to be a little tricky, but I don't know, that's pretty good. My guess is that she's going to like it and approve of it. If not, she might want some